My first and only year of college, I attended a Christmas dinner party. The party in question was being held in my dorm suite, which was likely the only reason I was invited. I lived in a 2-bedroom suite with 5 other girls, and we were all acting BFAs. I wasn't really friends with my roommates. It had become pretty clear at this point that if we weren't living together, they would probably never acknowledge my existence. I desperately wanted them and all the other acting kids to like me. I was running out of friend-making tactics and decided the best way to win them over was to make an amazing dessert. Our tiny, terrible Manhattan kitchen didn't have an oven, so my options were limited. I planned to make white chocolate peppermint mousse. It was a challenging endeavor. Melting chocolate is notoriously difficult no matter the stove. There are always a few stubborn chips that seem incapable of blending in. We didn't have an electric mixer, which meant I had to whip everything by hand. It never really turned into mousse, and was basically just fancy pudding. Mousse needs to set in the refrigerator, but ours had no space left, which meant I had to cart 16 tiny cups of mousse across the hall to our neighbor's fridge without a tray. I sat on the floor of her kitchen, garnishing each cup with crushed peppermints, white chocolate drizzle, and a little Ghirardelli chocolate square. Then, when it was time for dessert, I carried them back to our suite and presented them. Nobody cared. Most people didn't even try it. Someone brought a pie from Whole Foods, which everyone devoured. In that moment, I felt like the housewife who slaves all day over a pot roast only for her husband to bring home pizza. Making it a second time was still a pain in the ass, even with proper equipment and a spacious fridge. Once again, it's more pudding than mousse, but at least I'm not eating alone this year.